title goes down to the wire over in Serie A, as both Milan teams are, of course, top of the table, and they'll compete it to the final whistle. Of course, who's going to come out on top and get their hands on the bling? We'll take a little look next. Video today. We look forward to match day number 38, aka the last game of the season of the 2021-2022 Serie A season. Of course, we'll get to that in just a second. If you know where you've been, smash your subscribe to keep banging it. All things Rovers related, Serie A related, world football related. We go here, boys. Under one risky. Of course, we know that the race will go down to the wire at the top of the table. Will also go down to the wire at the bottom of the table with Cagliari and Salernitana, of course, duking it out for that one and only relegation spot. Who's going to go down? Who's going to stay up? Of course, we'll take a look at all of it in a minute. Of course, big shout out to my VIPs. They are the patrons, guys. You know who you are. If you are interested in helping out the channel, of course, into the summer and, of course, next season, check out that link down below. Patreon.com/Roverseas. But anyway, here we go. Of course, revisit the results last time around, and here they are. That's right. Milan with a big 2-2 win over Atalanta to remain top of the pops. Of course, currently 2 points clear. A draw might not be enough, though, of course, as Inter Milan do have a superior goal difference. Of course, Roma, though, I've got a bit of a sidebar with the Europa Conference League coming at you very, very soon. But, of course, picked up a draw against Venezia. Not very good. They now remain in 6th, but they could actually still finish in 5th with a bit of luck going their way. Cagliari, though, 3-1 loss to Internazionale, of course. Cagliari will be in that relegation scrapperoonie. Meanwhile, Bologna, they're safe as houses, aren't they? Of course, 3-1 loss to Sassuolo. Empoli, though, could only draw with Salernitana. They'll be back next season. Empoli, Salernitana, though, will have to wait to the final day. Verona with a 1-0 loss against Torino had a fantastic season for them, up to the top 10. And, of course, Verona, not great. Where the heck are they? Where have Hellas Verona? Actually, they've done a fantastic season themselves. 9th. What am I thinking? Meanwhile, Juventus with a 2-2 draw against Lazio. Sampdoria with a big 4-1 win over, of course, Fiorentina. They'll be back next season. Thank heavens for that. Meanwhile, Napoli with a 3-0 over Genoa. Too little, too late for them. And, of course, Udinese did lose to Spezia with a big 3-2 win for them. They'll be back as well next season. What about you guys? We'll take a look at you in a minute, of course, but this is the table as it stands. 83 points is AC Milan. Of course, hot on the tails. Of course, is Internazionale with 81 points. Napoli, of course, are going to have to remain in 3rd with Juventus in 4th. Down the foot of the table is Venezia and Genoa. They are down. Toast. They'll be playing Serie B football next season. But who will join them? Will it be Cagliari or will it be Salernitana? Of course. Salernitana on a nice, good bit of form. Unbeaten in at least the last 5. Meanwhile, Cagliari, though, haven't won in the last 4. So it's going to be spicy, of course, as we look forward to that final day in a second. Kicking on forward, let's take a look at how you guys got on then. Here we go again. Sort it out, Dirk. Well, I can't sort it out. It's too little, too late. This is the final bloody video, and I'm not sorting it out. But Hans Worst, Jimmy One, Iman Hussein, Ultra Omar Murat, and Bianca all got themselves 5 bins there. So well done to you, and of course, well done to the patrons. And there is the mini leaderboard in all its glory. What a mess. What a bloody mess. 47 though, 104 points. Shane O'Donnell in second, 101. That's of course from January onwards. We will have a roundup video in the month of June. Bring you bang up to date with all the leagues, all the winners, all the prediction winners, masters, whatever it is. We'll bring you bang up to date, and it will not look like that. What are you thinking, sunshine? Anyway, let's get forward into it. Of course, have a look at those games then. Cut Frost said Serie A. These are the final games. Get in it. You're going to be in it to win it. Of course, predictor of the month still to be decided for the month of May. Is it you? We'll have to see about that. So here we go. In fact, so it's a bit of weird over in Italy with games taking place all over the place over the weekend. Kicking all off, though, with Fiorentina up against Juventus coming at you on Saturday, May the 21st. Be with you. Now, these two sides, of course, locked horns. 58 times in 1994, 8 wins for Fiorentina, 33 wins for Juventus, and 17 draws, of course. Just 1 win and 6 for Fiorentina right now. They've gone off the boil. 17% form up against the Juventus side without a win in 3 themselves. 58% form heading into this match. Last time around, over in Fiorentina in the league, it was a 1-1 draw back in April 2021. The reverse fixture, of course, a 1-win for Juventus in Turin way back in November 2021. They also played in the Coppa Italia twice. Semi-final double-legged affair. And, of course, Juventus picked up both wins on that one. So, in fact, Juventus have actually won 3 on the bounce against Fiorentina and haven't conceded a goal in those last 3 as well. Meanwhile, Juventus picked up a 2-2 draw against Lazio. Of course, Fiorentina with a 4-1 loss against Sampdoria. A bit of a spanking it was there by my boys. Even Stevens is your Fiorentina 11-4. Draws 12-5 is your away win. That's, of course, Juventus. I'm backing it for Juventus here to end with a win here. 2-1 win for them. They'll be playing Champions League football next season. Next, of course, we have Atalanta up against Empoli. Atalanta will not be playing Champions League football next season. But, of course, they will be looking over the shoulders and potentially building on from that negative. Anyway, played each other 21 times in 1997. 7 wins for Atalanta, 5 wins for Empoli, 9 draws, of course. Atalanta just 1 defeat past 5, 50% form over the last 6. That's 1-2, lost 2, and drawn 2 over that last 6. Meanwhile, Empoli just one win in the last 6 for them, 33% form for them heading into this match. Last round, of course, over in Atalanta, it was a 0-0 draw back in April 2019. The reverse fixture, a 4-1 win for Atalanta against Empoli back in October. Atalanta pick up a 2-0 loss against AC Milan last round. Of course, Empoli with a 1-1 draw against Salernitana. The odds on this one then, shall we, is Atalanta 9-2 on for the 11-2 is draw 10-1. Is your long shots? That's, of course, Empoli on this one. Going to go with a win for Atalanta here. 2-0 win for them to take it to the house. Kicking on forward, though, it is Genoa up against Bologna. That's right. Already relegated Genoa. Of course, played each other 27 times, 2006. 10 wins to Genoa, 9 wins to Bologna, and 8 draws, of course. Genoa, though, picking up a couple of wins in the last 6. 33% form for them. Up against the Bologna side, just 1 win in 6 for them. 42% form heading into this match. Last time around, though, in Genoa, it was a 2-0 win for Genoa back in January 2020 on the reverse fixture. Of course, a 2-2 draw in Bologna back in September, way back in match day number 5. Meanwhile, Genoa with a 3-0 loss against Napoli. And, of course, Sassuolo did beat Bologna last time around 3-1. Of course, the odds here, 30-10 is Genoa, 55-2 is draw, and 50-8 is, of course, your Bologna on here. And back in, of course, Genoa a point here, of course, to end the season with a bit of a whimper, but, of course, they'll be playing Serie B football next campaign. Torino up against, well, not my boys, but, of course, up against Mourinho's boys. Roma coming at you on Friday, May the 20th be with you, of course. Now these two sides play each other 40 times. Since 1994, 6 wins for Torino, 25 wins for Roma. And 9 draws, of course. Just 1 defeat past 6 though for Torino right now. 67% form. Excuse me. Up against the Roma side, just lost. Just 1 win in 6 for them. 42% form. They've hit a bit of a rough patch. Probably at the wrong time for, of course, with a bit of silverware to be decided still. Excuse me. Last round over in Torino is a 3-1 win for Torino back in April 2021. The reverse fixture, of course, in Rome was a 1-0 win for Rome back in, of course, November. Roma picking up a draw against Venezia last time around. Of course, Torino with a 1-0 win over Verona themselves last time around. Coming at you, though, the odds for this one. What have we got going on? We've got Torino 5-2 for the even Stevens, Roma 13-5 is your draw. Can Roma end with a bit of a bang? I think so. 1-0 win for them, just enough to get over the line. And, of course, all down here from here as they take on Feyenoord in the Europa Conference League not too long away from now. Meanwhile, Venezia, of course, they will be going down. They are going down. They are down up against Cagliari, of course, who are in that relegation mire, and of course a win for Cagliari could actually see them safe. Of course, these two sides played each other 13 times in 1988, 4 wins for Venezia, 3 wins for Cagliari, and 6 draws. Of course, just 1 win in 6 though for Venezia right now, 25% form. Up against the Cagliari side, also 1 win in 6, 25% form for them heading into this match as well. Last time around, of course, over in Venezia, it was a 2-1 win for Cagliari. That was back in April 2004, of course, but this time next season they could also be back in, that was in Serie B, whereas this next season, of course, they could also be both in Serie B. What am I saying? I don't even know. But of course, the reverse fixture in Cagliari was a 1-1 draw back in October, way back in match number 7. Cagliari, though, with a 3-1 win, loss to Internazionale. Of course, Venezia with a draw against Roma last time around. The odds coming at you for this one, then, shall we? Big game, of course. All eyes on this. 50-4 for Venezia on this one. 64 on is your Cagliari, and 3-1 is your draw. So Cagliari are favourite to win this one, but of course, a defeat could send them down. I've actually got them to defeat here. Of course, Venezia are going to go out with a bang, and I'm going to send Cagliari down with them in my eyes. Next up, of course, we are Internazionale up against Sampdoria. My boys, of course, over at the Giuseppe Meazza. Played 52 times, 3, so 27 wins for Internazionale, 10 wins for Sampdoria, and 15 draws, of course. Just 1 defeat past 6 though for Internazionale right now. 83% form up against Sampdoria side, just lost once in the last 4. 42% form heading into this match as well. Last time around, though, over in Giuseppe Meazza was a 5-1 win for Inter. That was back in May 2021, around about this time last season. Of course, the reverse fixture, of course, a 2-2 draw in Sampdoria back in September, match day number 3. Sampdoria picking up a 4-1 over Fiorentina. Inter with a 3-1 win over Cagliari last time around. The odds go for this one. We have 9-1 on is your Inter. Red hot favourites. 50-2 is your draw. 20-1 is your long shots. That's Sampdoria. Must win for Inter to stay in the title race. They'll do just about that. 3-0 win in the end over my boys, Sampdoria. Next, of course, Lazio taking on Verona. Let's get in the deep end on this one then, shall we? Of course, now these two sides played each other 22 times in 1997. 12 wins for Lazio, 6 wins for Verona, and 4 draws. Of course, just 1 defeat past 6 for Lazio right now. 67% form up against the Verona side, who have come into this on back-to-back defeats. 42% form heading into this match as well. Last time around, though, over in Lazio was a 2-1 win for Verona. That was back in December 2020. The reverse fixture, of course, the 4-1 win for Verona in Verona back in October. Meanwhile, of course, Verona with a 1-0 loss against Torino. That's back-to-back defeats for them. Up against the Lazio side, pick up a 2-2 draw against Juventus. Of course, the odds for this one then, shall we? 5-3 on is your Lazio, 3-1 is your draw, 4-1 is your long shots. That is, of course, Hellas Verona on this one. 2-1 win in the end for Lazio to take it to the house. Into the final 3 in a bit of a Bobby Dazzler, of course. Can the title race be decided here over in Sassuolo, of course? Now, these two sides will play at the Matchday Stadium. Played the 18 times 2014, 6 for Sassuolo, 10 for ACF AC Milan, and 2 draws, of course. Just 1 win and 5 there for Sassuolo right now, 42% form. Against the AC Milan side, have won 5 of the last 6, 83% form for them heading into this match. Last round over in Sassuolo was a 2-1 win for Milan. That was back in December 2020. The reverse fixture in Milan was a 3-1 win for Sassuolo back in November 2021. Goodness gracious me. Meanwhile, Milan pick up a 2-0 win over Atalanta, and of course Sassuolo with a 3-1 win over Bologna. Of course, the odds coming at you for this one then: 6-1 is your Sassuolo, 7-2 is your draw, and 9-4 on is your AC Milan on this one. Back in the course, AC Milan with a win here, which of course will announce them champions of Italy for the first time in a few years indeed. So well done to them, of course. But wrapping up the division here and the season, of course, we've got these are the final 2 games. We've got where are you? Where bloody are you? We've got Spezia up against Napoli. Where is it? There it is. Coming at you on Sunday, May the 22nd. Be with you. Play each other 7 times since 2006. 2 wins for Spezia, 5 wins for Napoli, and 0 draws. Just 1 win and 6 for Spezia right now. 25% form for them. Up against the Napoli side, who've picked up 3 wins on the bounce. 58% form over the last 6, of course. Last round though in Spezia was a 4-1 win for Napoli back in May 2021. The reverse fixture, 1-1 for Spezia in Napoli back in December 2021 themselves. Napoli with a 3-0 win over Genoa. Back-to-back clean sheets for them. Up against the Spezia side, picking up a 3-2 win over Udinese. Last round. The odds for this one though: 9-2 is your Spezia, 50-8 on is your Napoli, and 10-3 is your draw. Back, of course, Napoli here, 2-0 win for them on the road. Spezia will be a team to watch out for who could go down next season. I think they're quite weak, and they're quite lucky to be back in this top flight next season. Next, of course, we have Salernitana up against Udinese. Must-win game for Salernitana up against an Udinese side who've gone a little bit wobbly at the wrong time of asking. Now, these 2 sides played each other 3 times in 1998. 1 win for Salernitana, 3 for Udinese, and 0 draws. Salernitana, though, unbeaten in the last 7 games. Of course, pick up 3 wins and 3 draws up against the Udinese side. Just 1 win and 6 of them. 33% form headed into this match as well. Last round, though, in Salernitana, it was back in February 1999. It was a 2-1 win for Udinese. That was in Serie A. The reverse fixture in Udinese back in April was a 1-0 for Salernitana, of course, in match number 19. Spezia did beat Udinese 3-2 last round. Salernitana with a draw last round. A draw might be enough, of course, depending on what goes on elsewhere on this one. Then, shall we? The odds 10-7 on is your Salernitana, 3-1 draw, 7-2 is your Udinese on this one. So actually, the hosts are favoured to win this game. I've actually gone there with them as well. With the 1-1 draw, of course, and I think that will be enough for them to be back next season. And goodness gracious me, what a season it would be for them to stick around, despite where they've been down there at the bottom, at least in the bottom 3 throughout the whole season. So tremendous job if they could do it in the end. But that's my take on it. Be sure to get your own take on it. Of course, cut4/Serie A, free to enter. Of course, we'll be back next season, I believe. I'm not too sure yet. We'll have a little decompress over the next couple of weeks, see what's going on, see how things are. And of course, we'll make a decision about that over the course of the time. But anyway, then, that is it, guys. Smash your thumbs up, smash your subscribe, check the links down below, Twitch, Facebook, all that kind of stuff. But until then, boys, I'll be safe out there. Until then, we're done right now.